Good evening and welcome to the Pizza Roundtable, part of the I Need Pizza Club Network, where every Tuesday in the 9 o'clock hour Eastern time, we'll talk about the general pizza news of the world. Will Dumas is one of our hosts. I'm Jim Mumford. I'm the other host. Will, good evening. How the heck are you?
Good evening, man. I'm doing all right, buddy. How about yourself?
You know what? Doing good. Really excited to get into our articles this evening. So I think we're just gonna dive right in. If
Wait,
you
wait,
don't
wait.
mind.
First,
Yep.
sorry.
Right.
I didn't notice this. You ever seen the piano in the background? Are you gonna make us a jingle like next time for like an introduction? What do we think, dude?
I should. So it's funny. The house is now set up for guests next week, so I'm in a different part of the basement. So yes, I could. I could have my 8-year-old make a jingle, which I think will be a lot more entertaining.
That would be awesome.
All right, I will. I'll work on that. We'll work on that post and that.
Songs about pizza? Absolutely.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
let's dive right into it. I love that. All right, it might sound a lot like Jingle Bells. I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. It's what the people want.
I want it. Let's do it, man. I'm
Yeah.
ready for the next one with it.
Awesome.
All right,
Well,
man. Take us there. What do we got?
speaking of Jingle Bells, we're going to start with PMQ. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. 2 pizzerias offered separate but similar Home Alone promos. So this is a little backstory. Home Alone classic, I guess Christmas movie, right? And the pizza shop from which Kevin now orders from, Little Nero's, which is pretty classic. So 2 different brands, East Street Pizza in Chicago and Prince Street, with locations all over, have revamped their shops to kind of emulate this Little Nero. So first, Bill, what do you think? You like it? Too cheesy? I mean, it's not really part of the movie, but it's fun, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude, I think it's one of like the best scenes, right? Like when he's getting
Yeah.
the pizza delivered in general. I've definitely been tempted to purchase on any of these social media platforms a Little Nero's pizza shirts that pop up. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I think it's exciting. I'm all for this, man. Pizza Home Alone, I'm down.
I am too. I had to highlight some things to this menu here because they slap. Keep the change, you filthy egg rolls. Italian beef, mozzarella, jardinare, a crispy egg roll all day, right?
Dude, that sounds great. The
That sounds
jardinare
so
in
good.
the egg roll
That sounds so
awesome.
good.
Yes.
Kevin's fried chicken mac and cheese, right? Not your Stouffer's mac and cheese. Obviously, a loss in New York, 16 cheese, 16-inch cheese. I think this is awesome, right? There's cocktails. They're running the whole gambit. So, and listen, there are a lot of shops doing this. This is the one I found from PMQ, but I love it. Keep it up. That just looks so fun that if you're in the area, check it out. Send us pictures.
And dude, bring on the egg roll jardinare thing. I'm happy to hear more about that in any form factor that someone wants to do that. Like I'm totally down.
All day, bud.
That sounds so good.
That's like, I'm gonna try maybe make some over the holidays, right? Make my own pizza
Please
logs.
do. Please. I was gonna say it's like a pizza log remix, man. That's exactly what
I
that
am
feels like.
So here for it.
Second book coming out with this
just
one.
all pizza logs. So I love appetizers. You love appetizers. I think pizza logs are an appetizer.
Agreed.
But what are our thoughts on jalapeno popper pizza? So courtesy of Tasting Table, this Denver pizza spot is one of the most unique jalapeno popper pizzas around. So first, we're gonna look at this picture, which I don't know if necessarily what we're looking at, but
Yeah.
So what for our consideration, right? Again, courtesy of Yahoo Life and Tasting Table, jalapeno popper pizza, awe-inspiring monstrosity. Okay. Any combination of fresh or pickled jalapenos. I do both. Cream cheese, bacon, sour cream cheese, and an array of seasonings from oregano to cumin. So Sliceworks is the pizzeria going for it. They kind of go either way, And here's the part I want your take. They pair their jalapeno popper pizza with spicy, sweet grape jelly. Will, I want to get your take on it.
I wasn't seeing that one coming as the pairing item. I'll say that. I don't think it necessarily would be bad. Like I'm down for a spicy jelly to kind of break things up, but I don't know if I need that, but maybe I do. I haven't tried it. Is that in any sort of way a traditional jalapeno popper pairing, Jim? This kind of sweet component in any sort of way?
So I know like barbecue sauce is
sure. Okay, I'm with you on
so
that.
like I'm thinking, right, that you go a potluck and they do the meatballs in like
Yeah, the grape
soy
jelly.
sauce and grape jelly, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's like that's where my mind's going. Where
Sure.
I'm
Okay.
struggling, and I don't think this picture is of the pizza. It is a generic. Is
Yes, there's a disconnect there.
I my issue, I'm here with all of it. I think it was really good. The cumin. I think the cumin with everything, I think would just blow me out. Right. And I know Sliceworks is famous for their toppings. So listen, they nail them all. So I will kind of defer to them. But I think the cumin would be my issue. So there's cream cheese, fresh jalapenos, mozzarella, cheddar cheeses, and grape jelly.
I don't think I've ever like noticed a hint of cumin in a
Yeah,
jalapeno popper before. But I say that in the way, Jim, where people like sometimes like especially holidays, like you kind of get these unique recipes and you're like, oh, it's savory, but there's cinnamon or nutmeg in it, right? And you're like, oh, actually, that really hits, right? So I wonder if we're just like missing something from that, and this is that secret ingredient that somehow pulls it together,
maybe. But
you
listen,
know?
I'm gonna send this one to Anna because I feel like this is up her alley to either try and confirm or debunk because this just screams something that she would just be like, oh, I'm gonna make that, and then she sends a picture and go, this was terrible or this was great, right?
You know, the thing is though, like, I didn't know I needed this, and to be completely honest, I still don't know if I do. Just the picture wasn't selling me, and to be fair, for me, if I'm seeing a menu, the jalapeno popper is not the thing that's just, like, standing out to me as, like, my go-to appetizer, you know what I mean? So I just
Yeah,
didn't know I needed this as a pizza.
yeah.
Not that it's
I'm
bad.
not that's bad, not that's bad. I'm with you. Like, listen, the jalapeno poppers, a good one's good, a bad one's not very good, right? High
Sure.
4 ceiling, but I try it. I believe you could make something really delicious out of. But yeah, I think with the grape jelly, I don't know. It's the first thing I'd order off the menu. You give me an omakase slice, I go to town.
Just like a big slice? Like, what do you think the real pizza looks like? The second picture where it's like a 16-inch pie, you
I
know?
think it's the second picture where you've got the whole Manhattan flop and the whole thing. It's my
Okay.
guess.
I was thinking, I don't know if this falls like flatbread style, where it's like smaller and it could be crispier. That maybe have been what intrigued me more than the full pie. I don't know.
I
I gotta have faith in
I would give
Sliceworks. We gotta have
slice.
faith in them. We gotta have
And that's it.
faith in
I
them,
in
right?
Sliceworks, I believe, right? They wouldn't have it on there if it was weird. But yeah, definitely a typical topic for sure. But
Yeah.
if you think that's atypical, do I have an article for you? Courtesy of Yahoo Tech and Geekswing Pizza created a coffee pizza. So, coffee pizza, there's your picture of it. Pizza is one of the strangest, most interesting experiments yet. Only available in the small island of Brunei, right? I
Yep.
do not know why. Um, Blends pizza its usual cheesy base with aroma and flavor of coffee, creating a bold, sweet savory combo that feels more like a dare than a safe new topping. Well, it's supposed to be a short
Uh,
run, just 2 weeks,
dude,
but demand was strong enough they decided to extend its availability. So we're going up to this picture. I am at a loss for words, right?
so, dude, here's the thing. To be completely honest, I'm actually interested in this one, but I'm a sucker for coffee things in general. It's intriguing. I think the like cheese that is used here is the absolute key for this to sing or for this to be absolutely like repulsive. What do you think?
Yeah, I think things. First off, the tomato sauce I think would have to be on the sweeter side, right? And acidic sauce
Yes.
I think would clash. If you're just giving me whole milk mozzarella, maybe. If you give me a provolone, you give me a cream cheese blend, you give me something that's got a little mellowness to it, I
Yeah.
understand it. I understand it. Again, am I flying halfway across the world to get one? Yes, I am. So, we're gonna take a 4 week break. So, right? It just, we went from the jalapeno grape jelly to this. Like, am I wrong? Just with pepperoni and sausage, or I just this one's wild. And I love that they had to keep it because it was so popular.
That's the thing. So, but it's wild in just like the choice of the pizza, but it's not wild in like the traditional pairings. I feel like that we see where it's like five different things and they come together. Like this seems like it could be like simplistic, but if like done well, then like I don't know, maybe it could be good. I'm just hooked on coffee things, Jim. So I want this to be good. You know what I mean?
I,
Like I want it to come here because I want to try it. So that's like why I want it to be good.
Same, a couple things. It looks like it's got a drizzle with like chocolate. I don't know what
That's something. Yeah, I
this
was
is.
wondering kind of what that was. Of a
So if this
reduction,
is
a coffee
true,
reduction.
Yeah, I think so, right? It doesn't really kind of go too far into it, but you know, if it truly is a dessert pie and you certainly save the tomato sauce, I'm all here for it. I think this is awesome. You know, they say below they've got a matcha one, which absolutely slaps. Same thing. They had to, keep it around. And pizza, does crazy things with their test kitchen or the
Of
goblin
course.
pizza and the show you ramen pizza. I think we talked about the pizza wine. I know
Absolutely.
we talked about. So I don't. I'm here for it. Right. I love the innovation. You're right. I love coffee, love it. And I want this to be that dessert pie where, like, okay, right, this is coffee, this is mellow, this is complex.
Yeah.
I'm worried about tomato sauce. That's the only thing where
Yeah,
I'm
I'm with you,
paused.
man. That's a tough one. Do you like the dessert pie in general? Are you drawn to order them? Do you think they're just gonna be overly sweet? Do you make them at home? Sometimes they'd be kinda interesting for, like, entertaining or something like that, right?
Yeah, the closest I'll come is I'll do the Montanera style, right, which is the fried and baked. And I'll make
Yeah.
those in elephant ears. I'll do cinnamon sugar or
Okay,
like
yeah, yeah,
cherries or
yeah.
fruit. I'll do that. I'm not a dessert guy, so like to me,
Yeah.
I find them mostly cloying. Um, have I had some that are really good, like one that's like emulate cannoli? Absolutely. I'm just gonna grab another glass of wine, I think, rather than go for that. But how about you? Are you a dessert? You a s'mores pizza bro
Nah,
or
I'm
right?
savory over sweet for life. I
Yeah,
listen, if there was like if I knew someone did a good, like, Nutella pie, I'm gonna dabble in a piece or a
yeah,
little bit, but I'm certainly not I'm pleasantly surprised when it comes out. I'm not seeking them out, right, from that perspective.
yeah. I'm with you. I'm never gonna seek it out, but if one's presented, I will probably do it. So I think
Fair,
that's fair.
fair, fair, fair.
Oh, the other issue with dessert pies is the cook, right? They are generally burned, right? They do a lower temperature and they're kind of tough. But according to the takeout, here's why well done pizza might be your ticket to the best za possible. So pizza lovers, right? We've talked about the hacks, Marie Heats, and the all the
Yeah,
things, and we're back at Prince Street Pizza, and so
they're
Rob,
everywhere, Penn Street, man,
they
jeez.
are, I know, and
Literally, no,
pizza
they
should
are.
should they I know they really right they are. They should always be well done. So I guess we'll just kind of pause there. So if you're ordering a generic, are you giving specific? If I want well done, heavy sauce, light, are you giving cook instructions or are you trusting the process?
I am never blindly giving a quick instruction, and to be fair, I think this is a controversial one where I think a lot of people are put off by the well done. But
Yeah.
once I do eat pizza at a place like numerous times, I may ask, be like, "Oh, can you do it well done or a little bit longer?" To be fair, especially I'd probably be annoying, but especially on like a Friday or something when I know these things are coming out fast and I may get an undercooked pie, I'm definitely gonna say, "Hey, can I get an well done pie just to compensate?" But I do lean towards well done, but I think a lot of people may actually go the opposite way, Jim, and feel like that is not what they're actually looking for.
Yeah, I think
Whether they know that they really would like it or not, but maybe they're just naturally kinda going.
completely with you. I think people associate crispiness with well done, right? But they are not the
Nope.
same at all. In some ways, even inverse. So I'm with you completely. I will at a slice shop, especially some of my favorites, I will ask for that slice to be well done. Again, because I know we're it's been par cooked and
Yeah.
that's different in general, right? A pizza should be crisp with the bottom layer at the top. And the advice here, again, not nitpicking with experts here, experts long and way past my ability. But I think when you cook at home, it is very tough to go from deep golden brown to black in a home oven. In a outdoor oven, that's a different story, right? But your window's narrow. But in a home oven, you're going to dry that pizza out before you burn it, right? So there's kind of a curve and something I played with kind of a lot. So I hear you say, to me, well done crispy is not the same. I don't
Yep.
mind a well done, but also I think I would rather have it. Boy, it's tough, right? I want underdone, but a well done pizza is dried out bums me out too.
You know what? I'd style wise, right? Like, I particularly, if I'm gonna get something like, I don't know, a hybrid New York, New Haven style pie, or someone that I think is doing it like an Eastern style pie like that, like I may go well done. But like on a Neapolitan, like I just want a perfectly like browned crust, right? I'm not going well done, right? So I think it's some more style component to it, or pizza type.
What great comment, right? Because obviously a New Haven's gonna be, they're all well done, right? I mean that's the style. And
Exactly, right?
you don't want a Sicilian or a Detroit well done because it's gonna be dry. So
Yep.
I think it's obviously a tavern, right? You would just burn it, right? There's no margin there. So I understand what the article's saying, right? Hey, get crispy, don't be afraid to put some heat to it. But in practicality, I don't know that well done really always makes the best pie. If you're like, I have some buddies who will order their taverns, well done, burn it, right? Set it through a conveyor again. Hey, do you?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But that's not me personally. I want to ask Ann next time, like what she thought if someone puts an order like well done. Will she do it? Will she refuse it? Because
Yeah.
again, right, there's a window there, especially on Neapolitan where you're talking seconds.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. So I think, to clarify from my side, right? I think this like someone's doing a New York-ish style pie, and I think in certain areas they can benefit from a little bit more of a cook, dude. That I'm definitely going well done. Jim, one thing I saw
Yeah,
in
right.
that article quickly where they were talking about kind of burning your pizza in a wood-fired oven. Right. I think this is one thing that you would have some good insight to just in general for people at home, man. Like that must be one of the most common things, right? It's when they're talking down here, outdoor oven, right? Like kind of like completely going black immediately. And any tips for people out there, man, on kind of using the wood fired oven when they're trying to not incinerate their pizza,
God,
but get
it,
a nice
it's
crisp on it?
so it's inverse, right? People think I want to cook at a lower temperature so I don't burn it, right? It's
Hmm.
gonna burn at a temperature above 550. You actually want to go as high as you can so you cook that top and you all cook at the same time. So it's having your dough, having everything locked in. So the top is done, the bottom, so everything's done at the same time. Um, it's easier to broil the top than it is to cook the bottom, right? So you almost want to have the bottom higher. So listen, they're tricky, and there's a reason why I would rather use my grill over a pizza oven, or tell a novice to, because a grill people are
Yeah,
familiar with, they know how they work. I would rather grill and broil than because they take dialed in. Listen, when I got my Gosney, I probably needed 20 pies to get that dialed in, and that
sure.
is what I do, right? So they are tricky, but the thing I learned is you can't be afraid of the heat. You need to go as high as you can because it's gonna burn regardless. And try to use flour. Semolina, flour burns. Semolina generally doesn't. That's
Good
other thing.
tips, buddy.
What
Good
about you?
tips.
You cook outdoor.
I
You've done
do.
some.
I do, but I'm just like in like an uni, I'm probably gonna be better when we go like real live fire at people's houses. Man, it can go from good to real bad real
What,
fast.
8 seconds, but that's it. It once that moisture out of that crust goes, it can go in seconds. It is tough.
It's
It's
tough, dude.
absolute light speed.
I have I have nothing but respect for live fire pizza cookers. I will tell you that, man.
Absolutely, especially the ones who do it not home bag. They're actually cranking them up on the line,
Yeah.
selling them. So, speaking of pizza ovens, Will, are you asking Santa for a pizza oven this year? Hopefully, you get some sort of pizza gear under a tree.
And it's one of those times of the year where I contemplate the vault. I contemplated it last year. I'm thinking about it this year. I don't know if I'm get there. That's probably my next purchase. I love that idea of just like ability to just be in your like kitchen and make something as opposed to having to go out, set up, plug in, right? I don't have one of those kind of setups where that kind of works or start lighting a fire just to get one pie going. No, man, like that just makes practicality to me to do. So like that's probably my next purchase. What about you, dude?
Yeah, I have eyed up the Volt. I ended up with the high end range that can basically do the same thing. It's double decker, and the top one gets
Yeah.
it. So I kind of got there too. No, I know, we do a secret sale. I know I'm gonna get some pizza gear. I hope Santa brings me some stuff. As he is sharing pizza with Joy the Children in West Virginia. So, a courtesy of the Journal. Annual Pizza with Santa brings joy to children because the two things kids love most in the world are pizza and Santa.
Standard pizza.
So, Ranson Civic Center, which again, West Virginia, Christmas activity, been doing this event for over 10 years. Uh, Kids come, crafts, pizza, you meet Santa, you do the whole thing. Will I try to find the flaw with this? I dare you.
Hopefully they have enough pizza, man. Like, I hopefully like kids get to take home extra pizza from this.
I mean,
Of
it's,
course.
all the pizzas don't, 66 pizzas is not a small amount of pizza,
Not at
right?
all, man.
You're giving
No.
away stuff. It's community based. I kind of want to start one here, right? Pizza with Santa, because right, you wait in the mall, you wait in line to Santa, you do the thing, and it's kind of like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you try to keep them occupied, you try to keep them fed, but the whole event, right? You're moving around. Yeah, see, I might
I,
end up with a little pizza grease on, 'em, but listen, I think that's a part of the charm.
I mean, Santa looks like he need a couple slices, right? So I think
I,
it's probably gonna be fine, right?
I,
Maybe we should start leaving pizza out for Santa. Jim,
you know,
start the trend. Start the trend this year.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We are gonna
Slices,
leave.
slices for Santa. Slices for Santa.
So our Christmas Eve tradition is pizza, right? Make pizza, a whole pizza party. I'm gonna leave some slices out for Sam.
Dude,
Probably not gonna
I'm
do the grape jelly one. I want to be on the good list. It is probably too much for him, but yeah, maybe a sausage jardinare for the Jolly Saint. I think. Who says no?
I do pizza Christmas Eve, and I gotta give one shout, dude, just because I saw John from Pizza Finis this week had posted up a sfincone, right? Like
Yeah,
pie, and that's what I do for
you do.
Christmas Eve. So I hit him up. I was like, man, I'm gonna order one of these in advance next time I'm up there because I wanna try yours, dude. Yeah, I
I,
mean, I do like just one as an appetizer, small pieces. Everyone can get some. It's fun.
yeah.
I like it.
So his was the muse for Maya in my book, and he actually kind of helped me work through it because it is a tricky. It is not
Yeah,
focaccia with anchovies and breadcrumbs. It's an own
negative.
thing with its own cheese, and how do you make
Yeah.
that home? So yeah, John actually was a huge help with all my Sicilians and everything. So I'm glad you mentioned that. I am gonna make one Christmas Eve myself.
Oh, dude, we'll have
Excited
to
about that.
compare. There's only one place here to get the Caciocavallo cheese. I always like have
Yeah.
to make a trip there and whatnot to get it. So I bring like one of my kids at least with me. It's fun to
Yeah,
go.
I got a guy up in Grand Rapids who can get me some. Who ordered me some. That
Oh,
I'm paying for it, but again, you need it. So I love it. Last article, this is my favorite, courtesy of Block Club Chicago, and great guy John Carruthers. He is the If you're not
yeah,
familiar with
crust
John,
bun pizza,
Crust
crust bun
Fun
pizza.
Pizza. That's
Yeah,
him, right? Nachos and lager. He is. I think in the Mount Rushmore of tavern style pizzas. But John, God bless him, because I don't know if I would have the stones to it. The ultimate guy, Chicago pizza. And John does the unthinkable sausage jardinare from VO Nix, by the way, have to. And he just calls out his favorite places all over
yeah,
Chicago, tavern style. By the way, listen, anyone can make this list or you have it different, but I think he did a great job because I know he knows all these places, right? He's not just going off of Yelp reviews.
yep,
Tavern style, Millbrow is good stuff. Pizza Amici Dini's. But he goes in the deep dish of pan. Of course, you've got some of the big ones, Pequod's, Millie's, which is rising up in all the charts. But he goes Detroit style.
yeah,
Chicago is better Detroit than people realize with Paulie G's on there. He'll go Neapolitan, sure, right? He'll keep rolling there. Paulie G's makes an appearance there. New York style. The water is different, by the way. And I did DM him this, say, hey, the water is different. Right? This is how we got here. But turns out Jimmy's, right, makes it on there. I like it goes wild card round. You want a grandma style? We got a place for it. You want some New Havens?
uh,
Absolutely.
I didn't see the wild. I didn't see
Yeah,
this actually.
Peace is
Okay,
Peace might be some of the best New Haven on the planet. Sorry if that offends. You want
really?
Tayo? Go for it. And then random people, Billy Z, right? He
Oh yeah,
makes some of
yeah,
the
yeah.
his jardinare is out of this world. I ate that was lunch one day. Just ate right over the sink. Um, Mr. B's cranking it and then we have to finish with the pizza puff. So, Will, are you familiar with the pizza puff? Have I raved about this yet?
No,
Oh my god!
tell me more, man.
So a pizza puff is a combination between the dough is kind of like a store bought biscuit dough and a tortilla. You
Yeah,
fill it with provolone cheese and I'm gonna call it gravy. It's basically half like sweet or hot Italian sausage with the grease, half tomato sauce. You then deep fry it like an empanada. You eat it while it burns everything. But the pizza puff is so damn good. It's an appetizer. It should be. I'm sure it's like 1,000 calories per.
yeah, yeah,
But a
yeah, yeah,
lot of
yeah.
like a lot of South Side places, right? You get your ribs, you get your chicken, you get your mild sauce, you eat a pizza puff while you're waiting for all of it. It is just, I love that you mentioned it because it's so Chicago. No one talks about it. But anyways, John crushes this list. Places I would add, of course, right? That's how this goes. But he took it on. So kudos to you, John. And please check out Black Cup Chicago. Check out John. And he does, for people who don't know, he does once a month Crust Fund Pizza. He will sell his tavern style pizzas for hundreds of dollars, all for charity. He's got the shear, he's got a whole set. So check out John and yeah. Will, thoughts? I mean,
Yeah,
I know you're not
that's
you don't
cool,
geek out
man.
with Chicago pizza like I do, but I was happy to see
Of
that he took it
course,
on.
dude. That's I mean, listen, we've chatted with John before. In general, I think he's really cool. I like the pizza that he makes. So, like, I would feel confident in any recommendation that he put out there. I need to know more about this like pizza puff thing, though, man. This sounds cool. Like, is it? Do you get this like anywhere? Like, is this the equivalent of going into like a slice shop and there being like, I'm not trying to throw shade at you, Jim, here. Like the equivalent
Yeah,
of the New York Jamaican beef patty that's available to get when you're in the slice shop. I'm not comparing them, but I'm saying availability wise,
yeah.
like they're just there and you grab one.
So it's funny. You will get pizza puff anywhere but pizzeria. Like you would never get a pizzeria. You're gonna
Uh,
get at a rib
whoa, whoa,
shop,
whoa,
a
whoa, whoa.
beef shack, a wing joint, a chicken joint.
Got
They're
you,
just
got
gonna
you,
have
got
pizza
you, got
puffs,
you.
right? So I can't think of any pizza places that would
Okay.
have pizza puffs, right? It's the appetizer, right? And get the South Side thing. I would say it's kind of like an empanada, kind of like a hot pocket. It's its own thing. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
where you can
yeah.
find a recipe. If you happen to know a certain book, but yeah, it's its own thing, and you just don't get them outside like a 2 mile radius. And yeah, they're wild. But I'm like, so happy he included them. But it's provolone, right? And that's I would call it a sauce. Like it is half sausage grease, right? Half tomato gravy, right? Tomato. It's something you put on like a marinara, not like
Yeah, yeah,
pizza
yeah.
sauce, and they are ripping hot. And the one they showed actually was more doughy. Most of the ones I've had are more. I mean, they're basically used like homemade tortillas.
Okay. Listen, man,
So
I support the Chicago pizza scene. I'm all for a good tavern. When we start getting way deeper in the pans, maybe not quite as much, but you know.
I'll take you to Millie's. We'll change your mind, but next time we'll get you up to Chicago. Next time you're Midwest, and I'll give you the tour. So,
I'm in, buddy.
Will, where can we find you just in general in life?
Yeah, you can find me at Funny Will, funny with an IE, man, on any social platform.
Yeah, you better be posting your some phone. That I cannot wait for it. And I'm Jim Cook So Good, wherever you get your stuff. You already follow I Need Pizza Club. You're here on YouTube. You're like, rate, subscribe, tell your friends, watch out for content. For programming, I think we might do an end of year roundup, not live. This is probably it for the new year. So everyone, happy holidays, happy new year. Thanks for another great year of podcasting. And Will, until next time, have a great pizza filled holiday season.
Awesome, buddy. You too. See ya.